Half a gallon of water today? Clear.
Well, a little bit more. I had a 20 ounce. So,
I drank 2 today. Not gallons. 20 ounces. 2 ounces of water. That's all I drank. You glad you got
no,
one?
I got a headache right now, though.
I do too. Feel like I've had my ass whooped.
Right. Why the hell my youngins wait till we get alive to start doing that stupid ass burping? Till we get alive to start.
It's just like my thing. It's just Derry. He said, hey, I'm the first one here. Welcome in, Derry. Congratulations on being first.
Hello everyone, welcome to Never Done Projects Live. Here the rules are simple, no religions, no politics, no controversial subjects, just positive vibes and happy times. Any fucking way is a project ever really done. Like, subscribe, comment, become a member in the office and out by the road. Only $4.99 a month. Join the worldwide YouTube family here.
It's just a race. Says, hey, I'm the first one here. Yes, you are. Welcome.
Do not mess with my screen. I was just leaning over. No, don't you dare. Don't you do it. You don't start.
Carlos said, sup y'all, Pops R3. Ryan says, hello y'all. Ryan says, hey, Carlo. Hazel said, Pops. Hello, Hazel. Ryan said, hey, DeRay. Carlos said, what's up, Ryan? Welcome, everybody. Sorry we're a little late. The project's taking up a lot of our time. Ryan said that top came off quick. Yeah, I know, right? Amber says, hi, cutes. Hello. Jane says, hey, all welcome back, Jane. Been about a minute or two. Baron says, hello from snowy Ohio. It's just a Ray said, hey, and hello, how are you, Ryan? Hazel said, how's it going? It's going awesome. I hope it is for you. Jane said, hi, Ryan. Hi, DeRay. Ryan said, I'm all right. Just finished eating dinner. Jane said, hi, Hazel. Carlos said, Jane. Ryan said, Jane. Dennis said, Twisted Mopar said, good evening, everyone. Hello. Hazel said, hi, Jane. And Jane said, Carlo, hi, Hazel. Man, I'm going to tell y'all what.
Tell me what.
Beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful day.
I spent my whole afternoon in the air conditioning.
Said, it's just a Ray. It says, Jane, how are you and how was your weekend? Hazel said, I am getting chased by little kids. Run, damn it, run.
If you kick them, it's strongly discouraged.
Twisted Mopar. Dennis said, Jane. Carlos said, what's up, Twisted? Amber says, how are y'all today? Awesome. If I was doing any better, I'd have to sit on my hands, keep from waving at everybody. Dennis said, Randy Jr., Randy Sr., hello. Ryan said, hey, Dennis. Hazel said, not with the 90-degree weather. Oh, I love it. It's nice. Jane said, drop 40 degrees overnight. The wind's blowing up. Seems like the temperature's dropping here quick. I think they're calling for a hurricane in Florida Tuesday, I think. Well, that's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Madison said hi. Dennis said VR. Hello, Madison. And Hazel said, damn it, I am. Dennis said, Madison. Jane said, hi, Maddie. Carlos said, hello, Madison. Jane said, hi, Dennis. Hazel said, I do not see Ice Cream Man.
Did not.
Oh, you did not? I did not. Sorry.
I
Yeah.
snuck in.
He snuck in and stuck the damn ice cream on face, but he didn't bring me one.
Been there.
But then again, you know, I ate too damn slow because I'm reading. It's just a race, and I'm watching both of you while grocery shopping. Awesome. So you got us. Can everybody else hear us? Hazel said, "Hold on, I'll check." Jane said, "How's Kane? He's doing good." Twisted said, "Table looks better. Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs." That's right. Ryan said it was in the 70s here and cloudy till about 5. Then it cleared till 7, and then it rained a little. Carlos said, "It's tomorrow here today, R3." Yeah, URL says, "Abolish money." I agree. It's just the root of all evil.
If you worried about turning evil, give it to me.
Hazel said there is not one. King, where is he at? He's right outside the wall. Haley says, "What can I do with 3 tomatoes? Slice them, put them on bread with the mayonnaise, and eat the hell out of them." Jane said, "Did his belly settle?" Yes, it did.
It's hit and miss. He did poop normal today.
Haley says, "I have to use them." I am,
The tomatoes.
oh. I thought
Oh,
that's just the rain. Never mind.
Sunny Singapore. Well, Singapore. Sounds like you having a good day.
Carlo, is there anything going on in Sydney, Australia? I keep seeing things that says there's something going on in Sydney, Australia. Do you know anything about it?
He's in Perth, Australia.
He's in Australia.
That's like saying, "Hey, is there something going on in Texas?"
Well, if it come across, I would say, yeah. I'd say it come across my feed, jackass.
Haley said just tomato and mayo sandwich. Yeah.
I don't eat tomatoes, but hey, you know, they do look good, though. I swear I wished I liked them. When people slice them and put them on the mayonnaise and bread, man, they look good.
Derek Madison said,
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Good evening, Derek.
Madison said, "Hello, all." Ryan said, "Hey, Madison." Madison said, "Hey, Ryan." Amber says, "Y'all, this is tiring. I'm switching between y'all and Grandma's live." Well,
Look, if you stay on Grandma's live,
we won't be mad. There's enough love to go around, really. Olivia said, "Brawl." He's getting aggravated as shit. I come to help. I'm from the government, and he's wanting to be bitchy. KBA 3039 said, "That's good eating." Ryan said, "Hello, Olivia." Jane said, "Hi, Olivia." Div Max says, "Thumbs up."
Like.
Yes, I'm sorry. I read that. Thank you very much. Carlos said, "No, Pops. The news to me just woke up not long ago. Haven't switched the TV on yet." Okay. They were saying a bunch of shit was going on, and you won't see it in our news, so I thought I'd ask the man at the source. Amber said, "True, but I want to watch both." Well, I understand. Jane says, "It's Grandma's first live." Oh. Olivia says, "Hi, guys. Can't stay. I got a game to host in like 10 minutes. All right, Olivia." Ryan said, "Get a second screen, Amber." Madison said, "Allie's waving." Hey, Allie.
Hello, Allie.
Amber said, in the works. Derek said, "Hope everyone is having a great Monday." Ryan says, "Knock 'em dead, Olivia." Olivia says, "I have 3 screens, and she can't type on none of them."
Nerd.
Right. Robert says, "What up do on Easter, Randy Jr.?"
Probably nothing.
KBA, so you work for CSX? We both work for CSX / we are Winston-Salem southbound. We're owned by CSX and Norfolk Southern. We're kind of the redhead stepchild, but our paycheck says CSX, but we work for Winston-Salem southbound. It's a short line. I'm a track inspector, and he's a conductor / engineer / brakeman. He can do it all.
It's like pain in the manager's ass.
Not just managers. Jane said, "Hi, Derek." Div Mag says, "Cute wave."
Thank you.
Jane says, "Hi, Robert." Carlos said, Olivia. Olivia says, "No, I feel rusty and my guns are Stiffer than when Randy sees Boggy. Wow. Derek says hi, Jane. Ryan says, "Oh, why aren't you practicing then?" Daryl said, "What's up?" Hello, Daryl. Olivia says, "Hey, Carlo." KBA said, "Nice."
Noise.
Olivia says, "I got caught up with Yogan, whatever that is. I know it's a game, but." Robert said, "Randy Jr., did you order Robert's work shirt, Never Done Projects?"
Man was supposed to email me.
We're waiting on the email, but as far as what we got here in the office, we're slacking, Robert. I am sorry. We were going to get some, but we just been working on the trailer. I know some of y'all think that we don't want to or we're not going to. We do want to, but our time is limited to what we can get out there doing. A lot of our money's going on this trailer right now. I know it would help if we sold some and made some money back, but we just don't have the time right this second to do what we need to do. Because we got to go get them and make them. Shut up, Kane. Might want to see if there's something out there. Jane said hi, Daryl. Daryl said Ghost League. Jane. Penguin said, who is that cutie behind you? That's my oldest boy, Randy. Olivia said, Meg. Daryl says, I have 2 bolts and transmission lines left and the engine is ready to come back out. What you taking it back out for? Ryan said, hey, Daryl. Amber said, I got Skittles, gummy, Foogie, sounds good.
What are we barking at? I want to bark at him too.
Daryl says, Ryan. Robert said, how is Robert? Work jacket. Jane said, why is engine coming out, Daryl? Daryl said, need a stall converter. Oh, okay. I didn't know you was putting one in, and I know you said it needed one, but I didn't know you was going to do it. Penguin said, how did Randy get so jacked?
What house, girls?
I have no idea. If you're talking about,
Go! My nuts!
he, when he was younger, he split a lot of wood and everything, and hey, shit, see how he does me. He didn't want the dog in here when he was in here, but he puts the dog in here when I'm in here. Olivia said, I'm just trolling Randy. He don't talk to me no more. Jack said, the gatest in the room is very overwhelming. Now, it wasn't until you got here. Now it's just good. Lord, it's overwhelming. Daryl said, too radical for stock torque converter. Olivia said, and he fights me. Jane said, what is a stall converter? Lady says, it's the thing that goes in between the motor and the transmission that basically, Jane, it spins to make the transmission work. I mean, I know there's a better way of saying it, but lady said hi. Olivia says may or may not because I initiated it. Daryl said it's so radical input in the gear it shuts the engine down right now. Oh really? Robert says, can I wear my work shirt? Ask Randy. I'll ask him. Ryan says, a stall converter is magic. Div Max says, ha ha, your dog. Penguin says, do you remember Randy's birthday? Yeah, I remember. Why wouldn't I remember Randy's birthday? Lady said, 13 days till Easter. Carlos says, Papa Renzo, hello. He's got a broken toilet. Hasn't got the tools to fix it. That's $1,000 down the drain. Ooh. Ryan says, Olivia says, I blame Ryan. Daryl says, lets you get higher RPMs before the transmission engages. Lady says, how are you? Olivia says, what do you mean radical? Jane says, oh, okay, I remember those now. Lord, I can't remember what it did. Ryan said, a stall converter lets the engine rev higher while sitting still. Daryl said, basically a fluid dampener. Jane said, we had in Camaro. Penguin said, he doesn't know, haha. Why wouldn't I know my son's birthday?
I don't know myself.
Can you ask Randy if he plays Clash Royale?
Nope.
Nope.
Justin does.
There you go. Memory says, hi everyone. I had a pizza burger for supper.
That
Sounds
sounds
good.
delicious.
Sounds very good.
Kane is chewing on a railroad.
Yeah, I know. I heard him. Robert said, Randy Jr., can I wear my work shirt, Never Done Projects?
Absolutely, but I'm just going to go ahead and warn you, it's hot.
He says work shirt, not jacket.
Oh, excuse me.
Ryan said, gonna have to ask my clutch pedal about it.
I don't got to worry about a stall converter. I got a clutch.
James, if you stall, you're not doing it right on a anti-theft stick. Jane said, hi, Memory. Memory says, hi, Jane. Dave Max said, my birthday is the 26th of January.
Cool.
Awesome. Daryl said, Ghostly, it has a lot of cam and compression.
Yeah, I'm running at least a 9.5 to 1 compression. I don't know what it is.
Sounds good. I know that. I like it.
9.5 to 1's like a regular stock vibe.
I like it. Sitting there running, it sounds good. Robert says, Randy Jr., we have a meeting today at Never Done Projects.
Well, we had a meeting in the trailer, and Dad was explaining to me some kind of magic that he wants me to do on the nose piece tomorrow, and I just pretended like I know what he was saying. I have no freaking clue what he told me.
Olivia says, oh, Ryan says, my Jetta has a 3/4 cam.
I bet that bitch would jump a Coke can.
Div Max said, my sister's birthday is the 30th of May. Olivia says, it does sound good. Ryan says, but no compression. Daryl said 10 cents is right at 13 to 1. Ryan said, it sounds good, but it's slow.
If it's raining, my truck's gonna get wet.
Div Max said, when is your birthday? Mine's April 22nd. Robert said,
You might want to put your awning up.
I did.
Okay, because that wind's blowing like hell. You can tell the wind ain't married.
Robert said, wear your work jacket, Randy. It's too hot to put a jacket on. Josh said, who's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? That'd be me. Div Max said, thanks. Daryl says, thinking 10 cent needs a blower. That'd be awesome.
Blower? I barely know her. Why are you smelling my shoe? Do I smell like something?
Robert said, ask Randy Jr. what time we leave for work tomorrow morning.
8 a.m.
Be there or be square. What we got? 14 people, 19 thumbs
I'm
up.
showing 15 and 20.
Josh says, you are a gentleman with a fine taste, good sir. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Libby said, I want to make my Eclipse go boom. Hold her to the floor. Libby says, I'm mad at it.
This is my surprise face.
Robert said, ask Randy, what do I wear to work tomorrow morning?
Probably something cool. I'm probably going to have to look for some different pants. I wore some thick ass pants today. Will not be doing that tomorrow.
I gotta get me some shorts. Jane says, no, brat. Oh, wait a minute. Olivia says, no, Tanner Mike kaboom.
Oh. Daryl said, put a Ford engine in it. It will, Ghosty.
Damn, I jumped all the way to the bottom. What the hell?
That's why I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, Mag said, Randy, your dog loves you.
Well, thank you. I'm glad he does. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy.
Olivia
Are you
says,
a good boy? You a good boy?
Olivia said, no, it's a 13-letter word. Sacrilegious. Robert said, when the car show, Randy? I don't know. I was going to look it up. Forgot to look it up.
Drop it.
Daryl said you wanted it to go boom, so Div Max said, aw.
He's a good boy.
Olivia said, no, brat is running. Well, actually. Jane said, what date is Burnout?
Burnout is April 11th.
Staying off the grid said, have a wonderful night, gay bearded homosexuals.
Oh, well, thank you there, staying off the grid. You had me worried you weren't going to show up today.
Robert said, April 11th. Robert said, tell your dog, get Randy. Get Randy, dog, my dog.
Came. Give him. Sick him.
Michelle said, hello from Red Tat Land. Hello. Olivia says, well, true, but it looks like it took a mad back shot from a side of a CUDA. Oh, wait, it did. Gator said, hey, folks. Hello, Gator.
Hello, Gator.
Lane said, hey, do you know CSX Railroad? Do I know them?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I inspect them. Jane said, hey, Gator. Mike says, hello, everyone.
You know, I wonder how long it would take for people at work to notice I got this little thing on.
I wanted the same thing.
Yeah, completely against the rules. Y'all know what this is?
Told you I had a headache.
Y'all know what this is? It's a brain sucker starving.
It's a dumbass mess on my head.
You used to do that to me all the time.
Yeah, but you didn't have a headache.
I always have.
Gator says, hi, Jane, Mike, and NDPs. Robert said, tell Randy Jr., can you put Robert's work jacket on the chair in the office?
It's behind Dad's face right now.
Mike says, hi, Gator. Div Max said, who likes Cocoa Puffs? I do. Daryl says, Gator. Libby says, and it has a brand new fuel pump on it. Jane says, hi, Mike. You did not just drink out of my damn water.
No, absolutely not.
You get gray bearded homosexual.
You the one with the gray beard. Mine's black, red.
Jane says, hi, Mike. Gator says, and anyone I missed? Mike says, hi, Jane. Daryl says, Mike.
I want y'all to know I ran the air conditioning all day today after I got off of work.
What all day?
After I got off of work.
What all day?
See, y'all hear that? I don't work. I work all day. But
Libby says,
didn't
I
have no
told you,
electrical fire.
Pops. You told me what?
I didn't have no electrical fire.
What'd you tell me, Olivia? Mike says, hi, Daryl. Gator says, I'm 54 today. Happy birthday,
Happy
Gator.
birthday, Gator.
That is awesome.
Happy birthday
To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Gator. Happy birthday to you.
You look like a gator, and you bite like one too.
Libby said he has Boggy by his side. Oh,
Go lay down.
Lane said, how about R.J. McCormick? They do some work for us every once in a while. We get a rail project once a year. Every once in a while they win the bid. They do come over here and work for us every once in a while. Mike says, happy birthday, Gator. On route 7883 says, hi, folks. Hello. Michelle says, you both are handsome. Your own ways. Well, thank you. Well, you know he would be if I am. That's my son. The apple usually don't fall far from the tree.
Depends on.
Jane said, happy birthday, Gator. Gator says, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Matt says, HBD, Gator. Happy birthday, Gator. Gator said, LMAO, thanks, folks. Levy said, that's why there's justifying the socks thing.
Dude.
Daryl
It's a
says, happy
metal
birthday,
railroad
Gator.
spike.
Amber says, doggy. Robert said, ask Randy Jr. when your birthday.
When's my birthday? June 27th.
Michelle said, happy birthday, Gator.
I'll be 30.
Daryl says, Maddie. Gator says, thanks, Mac. Lane says, Dad worked for RJ for about 13 years. Cool.
Cool.
Jane said, very handsome 54-year-old man. You're aging like fine wine. Boy, when I was 54, I thought I enjoyed.
Listen, all I can say is I'm aging like milk left out in the hot sun.
I'll be 57 and very shortly. Mattis said, hey, Daryl. Div Max said, love your YouTube shorts. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much. Well,
Michelle said, damn straight. Yeah, I'm damn straight. Carlos says, happy birthday, Gator. Lane said, how he works for Volks Railroad Contracting. His name is Justin Flancher. on the RJ. He worked for Jimmy Overby. I don't.
Overby. I don't talk to him. I don't have
Jimmy
his
sounds
number.
familiar. I'd have to look at my phone to see if I've got his number because they come down there. I keep their number so when they work for us, I know who to call.
Hey, I don't talk to him at all. I drive the train.
I'm on the maintenance side. He's on the train side. Mike said hi, Carlo. Carlo said, sup, Mike. Robert said, Randy Jr., look up when the car showed.
I will look him up tomorrow, Robert. But before we start going to any kind of car show or anything like that of recreational activities, we have got to get this trailer ready.
Yes.
If that trailer's not ready, basically by the end of the week, we're going to be in crunch time. We're already in crunch time.
I'm not as far as I hoped we were over the weekend, so we're already behind. Jane said, Gator, they going to have rough weather tomorrow? Question mark. Wait a minute, I missed one. Gator said, airboat going on Saturday. Hope to catch a fish or 10. Me too. I can't wait to get on that boat with you.
You know, Gator, I gotta talk to you. I have an idea. If we're leaving the 9th, we might need to talk to you about the 9th night.
Mike said, I don't even remember 54. It's been so long ago. Lane says, well, I'll see y'all. See you, Lane. Thanks for stopping in. Gator said, just a 30% chance of rain from what I'm seeing, Jane.
What do you want to go outside? Then you get.
Kim says, Ronnie may make sub lad Popsy need a larger beer now. Yeah, that's something else, just like tomatoes. I don't drink beer, but people make them look good. Green Dog said, what's the most reliable engine ever made? I think it's got something to do with the 350. You know they're coming back out with it? Coming back out with the 350. And it's supposed to have 400 horsepower. Robert said, Randy Jr., can you pick me up for work in the morning?
Absolutely, Robert. I'll take the car seat out.
He said he'll take the car seat out and you can sit right there. Carlos said, haven't seen anything happening in Sydney, Pops. Part of a bike crash. Okay. They were showing some big buildings on fire and a bunch of people protesting. Like I said, you can't believe our media around here. People lie to you. Jane said, so, no hurricane? Pops thought maybe it was going to be bad down there. Like I said, I saw it today. It come through and said a hurricane was coming up tomorrow, Tuesday. And it was supposed to be bad all the way up through us. So, but like I said, you never know. It could have been the way my feed gets, could have been a month ago. Could have been one that already come through. I don't know. Daryl said 59 minutes tonight. Dustin said, I still need that 78. A lot of people like that 78.
Everybody likes Black Betty. I wonder if we can get it to start.
Hell, I don't know when the last time you put gas in it. Y'all, speaking of my Cocoa Puffs, that's what I had for supper last night and breakfast this morning. Olivia said, oh, I lied. I forgot that he's an hour behind ya. Sorry, chat. You have to deal with me for an hour longer. Dustin said, where are you boys from? We're in Denton, North Carolina. Carlos said, oh, okay, Pops. Jane said, did you see 2 pilots killed last night at LaGrange Airport because a fire truck was on the runway? No, I did not, Jane. Daryl said 14.5-hour drive for me to 16 hours with stops. I understand. It's 12 for us. But now, you know, now I got the Vivo. I can make it all the way and not stop. Other than having to go to the bathroom, I don't have to stop for fuel. But when we took Randy's truck, he's got a small fuel tank. It seemed like we were stopping every hour or so. But, well, you know, it might be exaggerated a little bit, but we still stopped several times, which turned that trip real long. But I don't know. I think we got to wait, or I think we got to wait till Madison gets off work. I was hoping she wasn't working that night. I was wanting to leave pretty early so we can get the most of the part behind us. The Vivo does great. We fired it up the other day and it done real good. If we're gonna have any trouble, I would rather have it during the day. So if I got to call somebody, it's not a night call. But we'll see. The soonest I can leave is when I'm gonna be on the road. Jane said, "How many hours from here do you, Pops?" Well, for us, it's 12 hours. Daryl says, Tahoe will do better. Yes. But now Randy was pulling the camper because I was pulling the two cars on the 53-foot open trailer. This time, of course, I'll have the closed trailer and Randy don't have to carry the camper. Madison and him will be in the Tahoe and Justin and I will be in the Vivo. Daryl said, Pug said he will be on call for both of us. I wish I could get him to go with us. I put the word out there before we bought our tickets because I was going to buy some tickets for extra people and nobody said nothing until after I bought the tickets and you got to buy them at that time because I wanted some other people to go, but I've decided next year I'm going to go ahead and buy whatever tickets I can get, and if nobody wants to go, then I'll just eat the money, I guess. But I hate that a couple people wanted to go after I bought the tickets, and I would have been glad to buy the tickets. Libby says, Tiny Turbo. Daryl says, 8 hours, Jane. Oh, from you to Jane. I'm sorry, I might have read that wrong. I think it's 8. Yeah, I'm sorry, I read that wrong, Jane. Because I know I drove it from here to there, and Daryl and I shot the shit a little bit, eat, and I drove back all in the same day. And Randy and I did it when we did the live, and we stayed up there. Now we left. We ended up staying awake and driving 23 hours that day. Ryan says it's crazy that I'm 5 hours west of NDP. Daryl said same here. I tried to, a lot of people actually asked if they wanted to go. And like I said a lot of that, I don't know. Maybe nobody understood what I was saying. Maybe I didn't make myself clear, but I was really hoping a lot of us went as a group. And that's kind of where I was wanting to do because, we're putting 2 cars, 4 people can go in as the crew member. And I was hoping we would have more people as a group to go. Jane said maybe you could get Pug's wife to pack your tools for you. Remember when she packed tool chest for him when she was baited up? Yeah, exactly right. And he ended up having to use it. Jane said, you didn't ask me, Daryl. Oh. Olivia says, it's alive.
Let me see if Black Betty will start.
Jump box is in there. He's going to go try to start Black Betty. Mike says hi, Ryan. Ryan says hi, Mike. Mike says there's always next year. That's right. We're doing better this year than last year, but hopefully next year. And I told Randy today if we can just get this trailer done and get this one event behind us, it's got to start getting better. We got our cars, yes, we do want to fine tune them and do stuff to them. We got the trailers, we get it going, and yeah, I do want to put a lift in it, but at the same time, we want to get this where we're ready to go. And I want to go to more than just Cletus. I want to go do some other stuff And so hopefully it won't be a mad dash like this every single time. Let's see. Daryl says tried to get Rob to go. A mechanic on board could be useful. Yeah, it would be nice. I tried to get Pug to go last year when he come up here and help, but Pug's busy. I know that. Lotus said hello. Wait a minute. Ryan said, how's it going this evening? Great. Lotus says hello. Hello, Lotus. Daryl said, Lotus. Jane said, hey, Lotus. Ryan said, Lotus. Lotus says, what's up, Daryl? Olivia, Ryan, Mike. Daryl says, next year I'm not going to be rushed like this. Well, unless you sell your car, all the major shit will be behind you. You just do upgrades. That's what I was wanting to do this year, but I jumped on the trailer. So, and you know, you got that trailer. You still got that big trailer, don't you? You're started on it. Jane said, did you get hell last night, Lotus? Daryl said, Union Indian. Madison said, Lotus. Libby said, oh, hi, Lotus. I was just talking shit about your turbo. Yeah, we probably need to calm down on that talking shit about people's stuff. Lotus says, hi, Jane. Lotus said, nothing new here, Olivia. There, Olivia. Daryl said, about another year, Randy, it will slow down. Yeah. Jane said, Daryl, did you say Shady Bowl was going to have something? Question mark. Lotus said, for like 30s, I got hell. Daryl said, I plan to start building my next one soon. Yes, I have a big, the big trailer too. So you're going to do another? I know you said something about what was it? A Mini Cooper, I think you said. I think that's what you said. Olivia said, but that's okay. We can talk about crash bars. You talk about it all you want. Don't bother me. I don't get upset about it no more. Daryl said, last race of the year, they have won Jane. Olivia said, crash bars and
He's a temperamental. We'll see you next time. But one of the battery heads will be loose again. On the.
I didn't even hear you just trying to start it.
Mm-hmm.
Daryl said I might do an LS swap grocery cart next. I'm wanting to do. Well, I'm still wanting to do a body swap. We got the little Nissan out here. We got the Tahoe. We got the C20. I'm thinking very seriously about trying to take that Volvo motor out to see how much damage is on it and put it in the Nissan. But I do want to do a body swap. I want to do one of them pretty bad. And we got to finish Randy's LS swap. Jane said grocery cart. Big old sled. And Randy's wanting to do a Cadillac. And I'm in for it on that too. Levy says, I love y'all though. I need to snag a turbo like that for my small project. You want to read a minute or four?
Yeah.
It's just a race. Oh no, I'm sad that you don't like tomatoes. I wished I did like them. Like I said, when people slice them up, put them on bread and mayonnaise, God, it looks good. I just don't like them. Carlos said, what's up, Lotus? Levy said, Lotus, done this, a turbo like yours would spoil. I'll let you read for a minute. I'm not going to read that stuff because people think I'm talking shit about the car and I'm not.
Oh, yeah, no, we're not going to sit here and talk shit about people's cars. The only thing we got that has a turbo in it for diesels And I would like to change that one day, but not today. Ooh, excuse me. Oh. Must be checked or swapped. Lotus said, sup, Rando? No, it wouldn't. Madison said, Randall. Hello, everybody. The rules are simple. No politics, no religion, no controversial subjects. Any fucking way.
Is the project ever really done?
Hell no. Listen, Daddy didn't paint something on the trailer yesterday because he said there's no way in hell we can say that project's done. Olivia said, dang, definitely not Mr. Mr. Rich said, what's up, my puss?
Hello.
What's up? Ryan said, time to put VW turbos on everything.
Yeah.
Man, everybody loves the big giant 98, 88 millimeter turbos, but the smaller turbos spool quicker. I mean, and for a moderate build, I think it would be better. Just me. Daryl said, gave Eddie my bone. Well, been chewing on it since Saturday. Well, Kane's demolished his bone. He was chewing on a damn railroad spike. Ryan said, one per cylinder. That'd be fun. I've seen people do something like that with the Mustang.
You see the green Mustang? He's got 8, 1 per cylinder.
Yep. Jane said, was talking to my oldest daughter about when they raced carts. They implemented restrictor plates at one point. That's crazy, but okay. I mean, okay. Carlos said, sup, Lotus. Mike at Lone Ranch Garage said, hi, Lotus. Daryl said, T-Bone. Ah, gotcha. Ryan said, yes, sir. Olivia said, they was a car with 3 sets twin turbos on there.
Wow.
3 sets of twin turbos. Carlos said, sup, Daryl. Ryan said, that's a Canadian guy. I used to follow him. You've watched Edison Motors here lately? He's got his all-electric semi. Apparently, Canada won't patent it.
He's got several, don't he?
He made a prototype. That's all I know.
I thought he was doing several of them.
Ryan said, I think he's boosted Kyle or something. Oh, really? Jane said, pissed everyone off, but someone died on the track. It was too fast. That makes sense. Mike said, did the purple shag carpeting come in for your trailer yet? I looked. It's in. You just got to squint real hard and just not open your eyes and use your imagination.
Toilet's not done yet, though.
Nope. Shitter's full. Ryan said, not boosted boys, Kyle. Okay. And Olivia said 3 sets of twin turbos. Asterisk. Wouldn't that be 3 sets of compound twins? Yeah. Daryl said there was a couple died, Jane, but the last one was bad. Anytime somebody dies is bad. Lotus said, sup, Carlo. Jane said, Mike. Grandson wanted shag carpet in his bedroom. Bedroom is a pigsty. He'd never get that carpet clean. Carlo sent me going. Roscoe Chicken and Waffles said, what's up, guys? Young Buck called off 2 Mondays in a row. Today he said he got to go to the Apple store because his phone broke. That will be easy for him now. He's going to have open availability. God bless America. Hey, when people say the young generation doesn't want to work, they don't want to. Sometimes they don't want to work because they don't get paid good. But sometimes they just don't want to work. They're lazy. Olivia said each set was a different size. That's how compounds usually work, ain't it? The small one feeds the big one, so there's not lag on the big one. Jane said, are you talking Willow Dwell, Daryl?
What?
Okay. Daryl said, wish Willow Dwell was still going. And Daryl said, yes. I don't know what that is. Will did. It's just Darius said, don't bother your puppy, but when you see him, please tell him I said hello.
He said don't bother him.
Kane, come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Hey, look up here. Somebody said hello. Can you say hello? Say hello. He's a good doofus. Ryan said, so a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder can make 230 horsepower on the baby KO4s. So one turbo per 1.8 liter is what you need, LOL. 1.8, so 3.6. So 5.4, so I need 3 turbos. Mike at Lone Ranch Garage said, Jane, that would be some nappy carpeting then. Yes, it would. Madison said, I don't want to go to work tonight. I did not want to go to work this morning. Justin, Daddy Wit, capital D, said, hello, Justin.
Hello, Johnny Buddy.
And he gone. Daniel said, happy Monday. Hey, guys, happy Monday, Daniel. How are you doing? Jane said, me too, Daryl. That was our track, but after last guy died, we really didn't want to race as much. I can understand that. Daryl said, Willow Dell was a kart track. Gotcha, okay. Tracy from daycare said, where the F my child support? You steady playing on YouTube when little DeQuan need school shoes.
Look at youngin. Take
Fuck
care
them
of
kids. Look, you told your baby daddy. I ain't giving you no damn child
I'm
support.
going to get some milk.
Dumb Bum said 42. I mean, that's 42 squared if you ain't careful. Mike said, hey, hi, Madison. Daryl said, I quit going after that. I can only imagine. Jane said, grandson is 13. No way in hell he can have shag carpet. LOL. Look, if he laid down, it'd probably damn cover him up. Madison said, hey, Mike. Ryan said, those turbos are only $139 each. Only, man. Dumb Bum said, Jane sounds like Chat GPT. She's the one who wrote the script for it. She babysat Jesus and his mother, Mary.
Had a little lamb.
Yeah. Sagum say, can I tell you a dark joke?
Damn, dog.
I like dark humor, but we don't talk about controversial things on here. Tracy from daycare said, oh hell no. Okay. Jane said, we are you there that night, Daryl? Were you there that night, Daryl? That guy was fairly new racer, invited his family for first time. Damn. Tracy said, you can't do me like that. You want to see me do it again? Daryl said, gotta go. Peace. See you, Daryl. Thanks for coming in. Cyrus Miller said, hello, fellas. Hello, Cyrus. Dumb Bum said, Jane is fake 100% or percent 100. Look, she makes good pickles. Madison said, bye, Daryl. Lotus said, buy cheap stuff from Cletus every day. You could win a turbo of your choice. No kidding. Ryan said, bye, Daryl. Sagum said, what is worse than 10 babies in one trash can? Ryan said, I don't give Cletus money, LOL. I think Ryan got a little upsetty spaghetti when Cletus started promoting DraftKings for gambling. Somebody with that much influence promoting gambling's kind of not a right thing in my opinion either. Dumb Bum said, my bro Jane is fake. Okay. Ryan said, he gets my view. That's enough. Hey, there you go. Dumb Bum said, I've been lied to. H.A. Wah said, I wish I was successful like you guys. Listen, I'm just going to tell you, if this YouTube shows anything to anybody, it shows that the regular, everyday, normal MFers can do it. Because we are regular people that work a 7 to 5:30 or a 9 to 2 sometimes. I mean, we work full-time jobs and come here and make this happen. That's why we push the live back an hour. I mean, every day we go to work and then we come here and work and do the live for an hour or two and then we make the video for tomorrow. If you believe in it, you can do it, my friend.
That's work though. It ain't easy like everybody thinks.
No. Sagum said 1 baby and 10 trash cans. That is pretty bad.
Oh God.
Jane said, dumb bum, you've been lied to. Yep. Ryan said, yeah, gambling addiction is a real problem. There's kids that don't know they have it yet that watch him. And that's kind of me. I think me and you had a conversation about that on the phone one time about somebody with that much influence promoting something like that. And if I understand it right, and it's not coming from his video, it's coming from the, this side of YouTube, he gets a percentage of the money that people lose. And if that's the case, or a percentage of the money that people bet, if that's the case, I mean, just think about it. If his video has 2 million views and each person bet $1, and he got 50 cents, that's $1 million. That's insane. Dumb Bum said, want to hear a joke? Trust is awesome, bro. Look, every time I hear trust, my asshole tightens up. Carlos said, just delete that asshole, Jane. Dumb Bum said, indeed, Jane is ChatGPT. AJ Walla said, if you were famous on YouTube, would you quit your actual job?
If it would, yeah,
I
yes.
don't know. What do you consider famous? If we had a couple million subscribers and every video was making $20,000, hell yeah.
Well, if I could supplement and pay the bills, I would take an early retirement. That's what I'm shooting for.
Because that's the big thing, AJ. He's at the end of his career. I'm at the beginning of mine. I have 30 years to go before I can retire from the railroad. It would have to be really good between the building, selling stuff, and the YouTube paying for me to leave my job.
I mean, 5 years. So if I could make it the ends meet with it, I would take an early retirement and just let this ride out.
Let's see here. Ozzy said, Randy, when is Pops going to help me load these 13 by 13 solid concrete blocks? I can't do it myself. I've been waiting for months now. I would reckon since November. What do I need to get some help?
Send me an address.
Well, listen, Ozzy, I talked to a man today. He said he has some gooseneck flatbed trailers. We might do some trading for that 53-footer out there, that Take 3 car hauler. If we get that, then there's no excuse. I'm going to send him right your way. Jane said, Carlo, not worth it. He's supporting the chat. Exactly. He's feeding the algorithm hamster. It's just Derry said, take care, guys. It's always awesome. Nice watching your live stream. Talk to you both later. See you, just Derry.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. Dumb Bum said Jane is hacking. That's why she's getting all headshots. Olivia said, I'm a waddle off. Have a good night all. See you, Olivia. And she waddled away.
Thank you.
I don't know how to say your name, and based off of your comment, I'm not reading it either. Ryan said, yes, Randy, absolutely. Garrett has a bunch of things that already make him good money. Gambling is just sad. I can only imagine the amount of money that he gets from it. And I'm not downing him by any means. If you want to be part of the solution, don't be part of the problem. And all I can say is if somebody sends me an email and offers a partnership where we can get a decent amount of money for a partnership that's not screwing somebody over, I'd 100% be down. But I don't want something like that. That's just my personal opinion. Obviously, his opinion's different.
Well, in our situation, it would be hard to turn it down. I'm not saying we would or would not. But in his situation, he's making a hell of a lot more off of this.
He's making more in one video than we probably will in the first 5 years.
Yeah.
I mean, so, again, it's to each their own, but we can disagree with him without disliking him as a person.
Somewhere there's got to be
he's a
honor
good
in
person.
what you're doing.
There's that saying, no honor among thieves, but I don't think YouTubers are considered thieves, or shouldn't be. Dumb Bum said, don't delete me. I got 7 other burners accounts. I'll just come back. See, that's why we don't delete people. Well, don't delete some people.
We try not to, but just don't be stupid, and you ain't got to ask that.
But Dumb Bum's been in here before. Ryan said, night, Olivia, be good or good at it. There you go. Dev says, specific kind of dedication required to clock out of a full day shift and immediately pivot into live streaming. Well, I got off at 2:03 today. I left about 2:15. I had some paperwork I had to finish, and I got here at 2:30. Let's just say. From 2:30 to 3, I was in that trailer working, hotter than all Satan in there because it was 88 degrees today, and that trailer was hot. But that air conditioner cooled me down. And I'm in the middle of working, and the phone rings, the phone that y'all are on. And it's the guy who used to work here. I let him know. Well, I was trying to let him know, but his phone wouldn't ring. It just went to voicemail, and his voicemail's not set up. Let me know that he's wanting to bring his daughter's car for his tire rotation. I said, all right, look, you coming now? Because if you're coming now, I'll go get the truck out of the way. Oh, I got to get the key. I said, all right, call me back whenever you're on your way, and I'll get everything set up. So he calls me back 5 minutes later. I get like the second to last screw put in. And so I get done with the trailer, run down here, get everything ready to do that tire rotation, rotate his tires, rebalance 2 of the 4, and then immediately jump back on the trailer. And then Dad gets here at 5:30. About 5:45, he gets up there, and we work until 7. And at 7 o'clock, we come in here. And again, like you just said, it is a specific level of dedication. If we didn't put in this effort, I don't think it would work as well as it has. But it also has a lot to do with the community that we have. It is so welcoming to all walks of life. And I'm proud of that. Olivia said, Ryan, you should totally retaliate with a dildo. And then it said, night, Ryan. Look, if Ryan sends me a big floppy one, I'm going to suction cup it right to the roof of the truck. It's going to flop around while I'm driving. Then she said, night, Ryan. Dumb Bum said, if she leaves you for another, there's always her mother. Pass.
No, thank you.
Look, if one of them's done messed you up in the family tree, leave the whole damn tree alone. Burn it. Carlo said, okay, if you let the trolls stay here, I'm leaving. See y'all. Okay, Carlo. See ya. I mean, if
See you,
he's
buddy.
bothering
Have
you
a
so
good one.
much, you have a good rest of your day, Carlo. Dev said really highlights how much you value the sense of community, or perhaps that the escape from the live chat provides after a long day of professional own time. I like to agree with both of those. We've always, I don't want to say longed, but having a group of friends is something we've never had, and this YouTube has since provided us. And you can be whatever you want on the internet. We choose not to lie to anybody and show you the truth of what we're doing, but the internet's a place where you can come and relax if you want to. AJ said, do you two have personal channel, or is it only on this this stream? This stream is this channel is our day-to-day life. Dad does have his personal channel. I think he accidentally or purposely uploaded a short to it. Just a silly little YouTube channel. It's the picture of his Camaro. I have a personal channel, but I doubt I'll do anything with it. It's Randy the Tree Man. But we do this YouTube together. This is not my channel. It's not his channel. It's our channel. Cheeseburger 2773 said, tell the young man in the back to keep up the good work, or great work. Keep up the great work.
Thank you. Trying to work on my hand right now.
Ozzy said, when will y'all pay me my commission for commenting? You want me to be honest? We make maybe $1 off of a live. If that. The reason we get a check every month is basically you see the 21 members behind us. That's the reason we get a check every month. Our videos might make 5 cents. I mean, that's some of the most popular videos we have makes 5 cents. But if we start making some money and you the reason why, we might share it. Jane said, hi, Ozzy. And then Jane said, dumb bum, get on the other channels and give a like. Hey, there you go. 3._2XDO said the average SRE at YouTube makes $557,000 a year according to SEC filings. I don't know what SRE is. But
Well, we look forward to making it.
hey, if we made $557,000 a year on YouTube, I promise I wouldn't be working at the railroad every day.
Y'all would see more of us, I promise you that.
Dumb Bum said, I can't, bro. They're watching me. There you go. Lotus said, dang it, I just messed up. What am I painting? Laughing at the huge D. Daryl said, still being real and growing family. That's the big thing. You get the same person on this side of the computer or phone than you do if you show up in person. Now, granted, you show up in person and act like a damn fool, I'm probably going to say some things you don't want to hear. Jack Russell said, gayness overloaded. I'm going to pass out. We'll see you, Jack. Once you leave, the gayness will drop back down to normal. Jane said, LOL, Ozzy, you got to comment a lot to get a check, yep. Crom said, poop America flag. Okay. Lotus says, shit, I need to upload more. I could 500K. Hey, there you go. And then Crom said, Israel bastard. I don't think you know what you're saying, but
Hey,
hey,
you got your opinion.
you are feeding the algorithm hamster, so we appreciate it. Ryan said, can confirm the old man lies about making coffee, but they are decent folks here at NDP. Look, he's not making coffee, Ryan. He's making depression in a
I'm
cup.
making my coffee. Y'all, that shit y'all make is rough.
Carlos said, look, I'm sorry, guys. Just the trolls are no good for my anxiety disorder. They make me feel anxious.
Well,
Carlo,
hold
I'm
on.
not making you stay here, but
No.
I don't understand. I don't understand your anxiety because I'm not you.
That's right.
But
now
if
listen.
something worries you that much, please don't read it.
Yeah, I mean, but keep in mind, Carlos, you make a lot of jokes about gay things with Lotus and stuff like that. And we deal with it. But we think the world of you, and if it gets too bad for you, we understand. You take care of yourself. That's the whole thing. If you want, we want you here. But if it's on your health, please, buddy, take a break. Because it goes and comes. You say a lot of stuff too.
Ryan's laughing about the depression in a cup. Jane said, Carlo, they aren't bad tonight. Ignore them. I'm not offended. And see, that's the thing, Carlo. The trolls, for whatever reason, like to latch on to like one person. And it's been Jane here lately. And she rolls with it. I mean, I'm pretty sure she can take a joke.
But we don't know why.
Maybe because they know she's the elder of the group. Daryl said, I'm taking a generator in my own coffee pot to burn out rivals. Hey, there you go. The gamesman said, why do dumb... There's supposed to be a space between dumb Americans, and you missed an A for Americans. Tolerate a pedo for president. Don't worry, we voted him out on last term. Ryan said,
we voted every 4 years. Get that son of a bitch out.
Yep. Ryan said, Carlo trolls are fun. I think they are fun to tease. LOL. Bully the bull. There you go. Mike said, some weak ass coffee. Ozzy said, what does the algorithm hamster look like? Does it look like Roger from American Dad when they're using him to make potato salad? Yes. All these people come in and commenting these absolutely stupid things. It's like that Roger sauce from American Dad that he puts in the jars and looks like mayonnaise. There you go. You got it, Ozzy. Big Mike said YouTube verify stream. This live is an official LGBTQ plus verified safe space. Dash host is a confirmed LGBTQ plus community member. Hey, Big Mike, come on over here. I'll show you Big Randy. Ryan said, agreed, Mike. That was tinted water. And then Ryan said, Big Mike is funny. Yeah, no shit. Jane said, RFO, real fucking old. The gamesman said, Trump is the pedo and so are his croonies. Haven't you read the Trumpstein files? Yeah, hey, look, let me ask you this. I've not read them. You read them? You read all thousands of pages of those Epstein files. Have you read all thousands of those Epstein files, or you just listen to the people telling you? Because last time I checked, the government and that freaking media telling you something is nothing but to get you on a certain side of the coin. I don't give a shit who's all the way up on the top of that presidential list. Every single one of them's a damn crook.
He don't even know what he's talking about. He just goes by what people tell him.
Exactly. Carlos said, okay, fair enough, guys. I'll just ignore them. I won't let them rent space in my head. There you go.
That's the key thing.
That's the biggest thing. You can't get pissed off if you don't let somebody get you there. Lotus said, for the record, Lotus isn't cool with Carlos' jokes. He goes too far sometimes.
And that's what I'm trying to say. But Lotus doesn't leave.
Ozzy said, Pops, am I your favorite? Careful, Maria might be lurking.
It's just like
we don't have a favorite.
We don't have favorites.
Ryan said, nah, Carlo, read what trolls say and just poke holes in them.
Or don't read.
And Ryan said, Carlo, you're Australian, right? Yeah, he's in Perth, Australia. Nick said, who cares about LGBTQ or the fuck they call them? Liberals crazy. Nick, we don't talk about that stuff, but I mean, it's not my fault their opinions are wrong. Not yours, theirs. Ryan said, LOL Lotus. The gamesman said, nah, thousands, millions. I've read enough to make my stomach sick. It's available on TOR. Okay, if you read them all,
and I'm not.
Hey, do an audio book and record you reading those files and send it to me. I'd love to hear all of them.
I believe you're lying.
Nick said, can I please get a shout out? Full name? Ha, no. Carlo said, "Yep, I'm Australian, Ryan." Ryan said, "No." Lotus said, "I don't take anything personal here." There you go. Hellboy said, "You just have to live your life without politics and just know that all politicians and nobody in government does not care about you or anything. There's no sense in getting worked up about this."
Amen.
Man, look at that. This channel has been blessed with honesty today. Madison said, "I'm the favorite." Addie and Allie's the favorite. Mike said, "Carlo, just think
She
of
is
the
my
trolls
favorite daughter-in-law,
as
but
comic
she's
relief."
my only daughter-in-law.
Yeah. The gamesman said Trump's name was mentioned more times than God was in the Bible. Okay. Hey, if you've read that entire thing
Who
and
told
read the
you that
entire
shit?
Bible and kept tally marks, I've not. I've not read either. Jenny said, "Hey, where's Maria? I think she's back in school." So, like Billy Madison, back to school. But she did send me a message yesterday or the day before. She did figure out one of the places she wants to work is available for her to work, and she seemed pretty happy about it. Totally not off topic. That's now CIPOTFFO. Said pee pee poo poo. What's up? What's up off topic? Hellboy said, or Epstein files or anything that the government says because they're all corrupt and all crooks and they all lied to you. Bingo. Yahtzee.
And who's the dumbass for believing it? Oh, never mind.
AJ said, "How do you two find motivation? And was there a time where you thought about quitting everything?" Yep. What, 2 weeks ago? I have the text on my phone. I was in an absolute piss poor shitty mood. And Dad was not far behind me. And he sent me a text. I could pull it up right now on my phone that says, "Have you ever thought about why do we keep doing this?" And I called him and we talked about it. We could quit YouTube right now and do nothing but this. Just do what we've been doing because that's what we do. Our YouTube channel is our day-to-day
I
life.
want to do what we're doing now, whether we're on TV
Yep.
or not. Or
We
the
could walk away
YouTube.
from YouTube right now, and outside of a little bit of a check every once in a while, and the donations we have received from watchers, we would continue doing everything the same that we've done it. There would be zero difference in our life. Now there would be a void to fill, but to be honest,
But I
if
have
we did
met
not,
a lot of people that I absolutely
Yep.
adore and think the world of that I would have never met if it wasn't for this channel.
well, and look at it like this: it's 8:20 p.m. here on the Eastern Seaboard. If we were not doing this live, we would have an extra hour and 20 minutes as of right now out there in that trailer working. We could potentially have the roof finished right now. And we could work all the way up till 10 o'clock at night and me go home. Get up, go to work, and repeat
and
the
not have
process
to worry
every
about
day.
a video or
But it's not what we want to do. This YouTube's what we want to do. Finding motivations like finding Waldo. Sometimes you don't find it on that page, so you go to the next page and you might find him. There's, at any given time at this building, 23 vehicles, 5 trailers, and a boat that we work on every single one of them. We might not feel motivated to work on the red truck today, so we might work on Black Betty. Or we might not work on either of them. We might just change a set of tires. Motivation's easy to lose.
and sometimes we get tired and irritated and we just sit right here.
Exactly. Sometimes we just sit outside and watch the traffic go by and not do a gosh forsaken thing for the whole day. But it's our choice. Ryan said, "Carlo, I know Australians have some of the best clapbacks on earth. Let them have it, mate." Hey, there you go. Off topic said late stream. Yeah, I probably need to be calling it to an end here soon because I do need to make the Mars video. And usually we ended at 8. So I've been long-winded today, so I apologize. Lotus said, "And sometimes I go too far as well. I know I've pissed off both Randys at least once. And I'm pretty sure at some point we've pissed off a lot of people. But I don't expect anyone on this live
We
or
are
anyone
human.
on this planet to agree with me 100% of the time.
If you did, you wouldn't be you, you'd be me.
Yep, or you'd be lying to me." Hellboy said politics and presidents and all that garbage was just a method to keep everyone divided, just like retracted their message. I read enough of that to know this. The union at work. We have the Smart TD, the UTU, the BLE, and the Brotherhood of Maintenance Away.
Yep.
That's 3 different unions. 2 different unions for damn conductor and engineers. And what does the company do? Same as the government does to Democrats and Republicans. They keep them mad at each other so they can say, hey, look, they just shafted you. Come over here and shaft them back.
Keep in mind, everybody, we don't do controversial
Look,
subjects.
all I'm saying is South Park had it right. You're either voting for a turd sandwich or a douchebag. The gamesman said just go read them yourself, educate yourself, don't rely on others. Hey, if you read all thousands of them pages, good for you.
I'm surely not going to rely on you because I don't give a damn.
Nick said it's Dumb Bum 41 here. Is Dumb Bum. He was. Lotus said, sorry. Hey, we let you piss us off. Jay
Yeah.
said, hey, Nick, Dumb Bum was here giving me grief. Ryan said, I'm not pissed anyone off. I do good, with a bunch of laughing faces.
Talk about my damn coffee.
Hey, Ryan, you opened your package yet? Let's see here. Hold on. Okay. Ozzy said, Pops, can you get me on the railroad union? You don't want on the union, buddy. Carlos said, the trolls better watch out because I'm giving it, not taking it. Ooh, there we go. Ozzy said, also, is a union actually good, and what exactly is it? A union protects people's jobs. All right? That's the short answer.
People's jobs.
That's the short answer. You want to know the truth? The union protects those shitty employees that should never be on the railroad, that should be canned many years ago. There's people out there that would give their left nut to be on this railroad but can't get it because there's pieces of shit out there. The union protects their jobs. There's your answer.
And they know it. They watch their time so they can immediately tomorrow call in sick.
Oh, you watch. First of the
Yeah,
month,
yeah,
somebody
yeah,
will.
yeah.
You watch. Nick said, what did he do? Oh, he's just giving Jane some shit. Ryan said, plus, who's going to get mad at the cancer freak, huh? I will. Look. I'll fuck with the cancer guy. But
Not me, Ryan. You're safe with me.
Jane said, keep your socks on, Carlo. Madison said, wasn't she in the Breakfast Live? She was. Sava said hi, or Sava. Boric said hi, hello. Carlo said, lol, Jane. Lotus said, I'm still mad you haven't sent me the Arma yet, Ryan. The gamesman said, y'all too lazy to read the files yourself? Come on, guys, it's available. No. I don't give a shit. You think anybody listed in those files are going to be brought to justice? You're dumber than I thought you were.
And do you really know anybody in those files? Really? Not
Just seen on TV.
Yeah.
Do you know them?
Do you know them? If you did, you might be in them too.
Ryan said, ha 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 ha, Lotus. Daryl said, I wonder why I keep doing it right about 8 p.m. I don't know. I'm going to get caught up and I'm going to end it because if I keep on, I'm going to be here all night. Paul Phillips said, you keep on singing for the sake of the song. Love you, brother, so much. There you go. Some days your voice gets hoarse, but you got to keep singing for the love of the song. Lotus said, you could just set the camera in the trailer. We thought about it.
Well,
We might do that at some point.
we want to.
But we like reading these comments. I think that's kind of what makes it unique.
I like reading the comments. If we do, we're not going to be able to interact with y'all, and I don't like that part.
Let's see here.
But I would like to do that.
Oh my God, I'm way behind. Ryan said, nah, games, I could read it. The thing is, I know bad shit happens in the world and people's we are supposed to look up to. The thing is, I don't care anymore. I protect me and mine, and that's that. Exactly. Jane said, hi, Paul. Off topic said, hi, you, Jane. Joseph Hernandez said 6 in a row. Model B turbo diesel is king. There you go. I don't know who deleted the gamesman comment, but I'm about tired of his stupidity too. Jay said, hi, off topic. Ha! IL said, how many tires do you have left? About 100. If you're talking about up there in the room to take off, right at 100. I've not counted, but I'm going to load them up on the trailer and start taking them a little at a time once this big trailer's done. Ryan said, America allows me to be me and you. Exactly. Off topic said, how's life, Jane? Dev said, so much heart in everything you guys do. Keep it up. Thank you. Look, like I said, sometimes we struggle just like everybody else does. Jane says, doing well off topic. Ryan said, games, I have stage 4 melanoma. I'm basically dying until they find meds that work. Do you really think I need to waste what time I have left on something I cannot fix? There you go. Lotus said, we have some really nice stuff over here, though. Yep. Team Richard said, hi, Randy and Boss. Hit the like.
Hello.
Well, thank you for hitting the like, Richard. And hello, Richard. Jane said, hi, Richard. Richard said, hi, Jane, hi. AJ said, wait, you two are self-employed? I like it. No, We work for the railroad full time. We have an LLC. It's Never Done Projects LLC. We do. But we work for the railroad full time. This is a hobby.
We do sell wheels, tires, and dabble in exhaust, but we got a full-time job.
Boston Bill said, bye guys, hope you are, or might have been hi guys, hope you are well. Hi Boston Bill, hope you're well.
Bill, if you're still here.
I'm gonna get caught up and we're gonna call it an end. We got 15 people in here, 35 thumbs up. Ryan said, hey Rich. Lotus said the railroad would be fun. It would be if there wasn't so many rules that keeps you from having fun.
I still enjoy being on the track with the truck.
Team Richard said hi to Ryan. Nickel Pony said, hey, Pops and Mr. Unbreakable, been crazy busy. When oil is over $100 a bale, it's 16 hours days out here. Wow. Well, you take that overtime, buddy. We're going to need it for some gas. Jane said, hey, Nickel. Mike said, and what is a union? It's a big business. The union protects the laziest. I was in a union for over 13 years, and they did nothing for me but take my money. They have been taking $50 extra on my check, and so far my answer has been, I don't know. I was supposed to get a call 3 days later. It's been 2.5 weeks. So they don't give a shit about my money. They just want my money. Nickel Pony said, hey, Miss Jane, how are you? Jane said, doing well. You? Lotus said, what I find funny is people think those files released aren't doctored up pieces of fiction.
Exactly.
Who are we going to trust to release them? You think about it. The human is just programmed for self-preservation.
Not just that, but if they got files on everything, they knew this shit was going on, and they let it, so it ain't going to stop, it ain't going to change, and there ain't nobody going to do a damn thing about it. There ain't nobody going to jail over that shit.
Richard said, Lone Wrench Garage, hi. Mike said, hi, Richard. Ozzy said, you putting that camera in the trailer will reveal some OSHA violations. No, OSHA's only for people that's building houses commercially. This is for private use. OSHA. You know why it's called OSHA? Because when they show up, everyone goes, oh shit. Nickel Pony said, doing good, just working and working some more. I understand, buddy. I know you a tired man. I'm glad your wife got those cooking lessons. Ryan said, LOL, no OSHA on personal stuff. Bingo! Lotus said, those rich fuckers will never let you know what's really going on. They let you know just enough to get you pissed off. Because it's close-up magic. Look what's going on over here while I diddle something over here.
And we got somebody here that thinks that we're bad people, and they've never met us, over a damn file that I don't even give a shit about. I ain't gonna send them one. I know you need to get caught up.
Oh, I'm almost caught up. Madison said, hey, Nickel Pony. Nickel Pony said, hey, Miss Madison. CB Pilot said, rip the Bone Brothers. 8 Love Garage, Gabriel said, hey, Randy and everyone. Gabriel, hey, buddy. Once I read these next few comments, buddy, I'm going to call it an end. I am 30 minutes over. Ozzy said, good night. God bless y'all. Thank you, Ozzy.
See you, Ozzy.
Let's see. Let's
In
see.
the middle, to your left. To your
There.
right there.
We're going to turn it down just a tickle tonight so I can get caught up. Carlo said, I'm back. Y'all had to take a shit. Well, I'm glad you're back, Carlo. Glad you're feeling better. Ryan said, night, Ozzy. Have a good one. AJ said, how many days off you two get? I get 2. He gets 3. But we work here on all of our days off. Carlo said, where did you take it, Carlo? The park? Nickel Pony said, night all.
See ya, Nickel
Who
Pony.
Dat said, need some hog head cheese for them club crackers? Man, I'd love some. Ryan said, be good, everyone, or not, just be good at it. Lotus said, good night. Madison said, have a good night. Ryan said, everybody be safe. Jay said, take care all. And Mike at Lone Ridge Garage said, hi, 8 Love, Gabriel. But everybody again, thank y'all. In the next video, Dev said good night with 2 pink hearts, thank you. Carlo said, yes, at the park, Lotus. Bye, bye. Bye, bye. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And we will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Flippy!
Flippy!